These are the deep sea creatures that you may not want to swim with. Number 1. Anglerfish. The anglerfish lives in the abyssal trench, and it has a unique long lure that dangles over its head, and it has bacteria in it that glow, and the bacteria is called photobacterium. And basically, this fish and its bacteria travel together in the abyssal trench, and the bacterium get nutrients and protection while the fish hunts plankton, snails, and small fish. And in my opinion, I wouldn't want to run into this fish in the dark abyssal trench like Finding Nemo's father did. And it was also in SpongeBob, the TV show. And it's very interesting, and you can see how different it looks from the other fish above the abyssal trench. And we will talk more about some of these macabre fish later in this video. Number 2. Goblin shark. The goblin shark, it's known for its name because of its elongated nose and terrifying teeth. And did you know the nickname for this shark is a living fossil? This is because it comes from an extinct family of sharks known as the Mitsukarina. They went extinct millions of years ago, and this one is the last of its kind. They're some of the most strangest looking sharks in the deep sea. They can be like bubblegum pink, or they could be pink gray. And they are known for their extremely harsh bites that go 10 feet per second. It could snatch a fish and bite it in a moment. And I surely think that it's magnificent and terrifying. And did you know that its nose can pierce its prey like a spear, and it could go very fast? Number 3. Barrel-eye fish. The barrel-eye fish is very unique because of its transparent head, and it has 2 glowing spheres inside of its head, and the eyes of the barrel-eye fish are tubular, and they were recently discovered in 1939, and they have fins that allow them to hover. They live in a twilight zone. What does this mean? This means that the fish exists in a zone where light can hardly travel, and it monitors its surroundings for prey that would attack it. The barrel-eye fish has a very interesting habit of stealing its friend's food, and it can be found in the Baja of California, which is in Mexico, south of California. It also can be found in Japan, in the Bering Strait. And personally, I feel that this fish is very alien-like, and it has an honorable position on this list. It can definitely eat a lot, and its head is filled with fluid. And they have many strange cousins as well. And shout out to this fish for its alienness to be on this list. Number 4. Viperfish. The viperfish is able to go in the deep depths of the abyssal trench, but it also goes out of the abyssal trench to look for better prey. It sits and waits, motionless in the water for prey. What does it feast off of? They eat small crustaceans and small fish, and it's known as the viperfish because of its terrifying teeth. It is only 30 centimeters long. The one that I'm referring to is the one in the Pacific Ocean, and they all are around the same size. There is not much that is known about these critters, but what is known is human activity is unlikely to affect it, since it lives so deep in the abyss. It has bioluminescence, so it's able to show terrifying colors, glow in the dark. I have to say that I thought this was a vampire fish at first, but a vampire viperfish would be more suitable in my opinion. Number 5. Bioluminescence. Bioluminescence also causes jellyfish to irradiate an eerie blue glow in the abyssal trench, along with other critters. And did you know that beaches also have bioluminescence in some areas, and they can irradiate a blue glow and also the beach sand? And an additional thing about bioluminescence is that it helps the fireflies irradiate their fiery light, and it can be seen all throughout nature. The abyssal fish usually produce blue and yellow because it's easier for them to see in the dark. Number 6. The Kraken. The Kraken is a mythical gargantuan octopus that was known in the old world to attack and take down large ships such as frigates and brigs, old sailing ships, and many suspected its legend. It was in the Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's also one of my personal favorites. As you can see in this video, this one was taken in 2004 of a very gargantuan octopus, and there are more like this one, such as Dr. Robinson in his expedition. You can see that he found this strange gargantuan octopus, and this one is in recent times, and this is leading researchers to believe, in my opinion, that they are definitely convinced the Kraken does exist somewhere in the dark abyss, or maybe it went extinct, or maybe it's lurking, waiting to strike again. Number 7. Great White Shark. The great white is on top of the food chain in the deep blue sea. The females can be 15 to 16 feet, and the males 11 to 13 feet. They have a very good sense of smell and are not mainly after humans. They just want to try a taste. As you can see in this video, this diver is trying to witness the ocean underwater in the cage to protect himself, and the shark attacks, and if they pull him up it would be dangerous, and if it hits one of the airbags that are holding him up, it'll also be bad. Look how massive it is, how violent it can be. I certainly would be uncomfortable in that situation. In the mysterious water. And then over in this other clip, you can see this is a diver that loses a fin. And then he has a defense weapon that is used underwater against sharks and aquatic creatures that may try to harm him. And it has a metal spear, and they can shoot it to repel the shark or whatever from devouring them. So he's there and he has his weapon, and then the shark comes back, and then he defends himself. He's able to save himself. I think it's good that he was able to defend himself, even in the deep blue sea. I certainly wouldn't want to get my arm ripped off if a great white was attacking me. But I do think they're majestic creatures. And I even have some shark teeth from a beach. That's a necklace that I have somewhere. Have you ever seen sharks? Have you ever seen shark teeth at the beach? Comment below and let us know. Number 8. Barracuda. The barracuda is a tropical monster. It tears the flesh of its prey. Its big teeth hold down the prey, and the smaller ones saw everything off. The barracuda is very quick and fast, and it's used as a trophy, and people like to hunt it as well. In the islands, in the tropics. But the barracuda may not be the safest thing to eat because of segurata poisoning. This disease can be lifelong, short, or last months. A couple of hours after consumption, vomiting, and terrible sickness. It could cause twitching and neurological disorders. The barracuda's disease cannot be cleansed with cooking. Like you could cook meat and things and it would be okay, or fish. But this does not go away with just cooking. And not all barracudas carry it, and many people do eat barracuda, but it still carries this vicious toxin. I recall a neighbor a long time ago that had a barracuda trophy, and I thought it was so fascinating. And this vicious critter definitely belongs on this list. Number 9. Piranha. The piranha is a classic. It is known in many movies for what it does, for devouring prey. It is very small, and they like to go in packs. The piranhas like to attack the fish, and they will eat it to the bone. Many of the rumors about piranhas come from Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt to be specific. And he went to South America. That is where piranhas are from, South America. And because they like to eat things that are bigger than themselves. But it's exaggerated. They cannot eat a whole human. You would eat hundreds and hundreds of them to eat a human. But they could definitely do a lot of damage. It is legal to own them in the United States, but perhaps not the best idea to release them into the open waters. But they can be found in China or Texas and anywhere. And they only really attack if one messes with its eggs. They also are known to be cannibals, and eat each other. I personally will not put my finger or hand inside a pool or a aquarium of hungry piranhas, because I would be a skeleton alien. Contrary to what you may think, the piranhas, some of them, can be vegetarian. Bonus. This fish is a cute fish with nice big eyes, and I actually have no idea what it is exactly. When I was doing my editing, it slipped through, but I wouldn't mind being around this fish. It's nice and cute, yet mysterious. If any of you could figure out what this fish is, comment below. But enjoy the clip of the fish swimming around, and thank you for watching.